Happy Thursday, everyone. Yep, I felt like doing another car ride. Fun fact, this is the second car ride in a row where there's going to be a MoReas. So, in a way, it's kind of like when the Cinema Snob actually did midnight screenings. Only in this case, it's like 8 hours later. Uh, so, yeah, I'm gonna... Actually, let me turn on the car for a second. There we go. Okay. Now, let's begin my drive. So, let's get to my low romantic kindness as well. So, honestly, if I have any kind of low, it's the fact that yesterday was really hot. And today is actually supposed to be kind of worse, although you can tell from the sky right now it's overcast, so that's lucky. My high is I saw Strays last night, and that movie was funny, dude. I'll get to that in a second. And my act of kindness was I brought in the garbage last night because it was garbage night. Basically, I hung out with my mom for a little bit, keep her company while she's recovering, and then I went to go see Strays. So I really don't know what to say other than right now would be a great time to go see Strays, because no kidding, there is no score on Rotten Tomatoes yet at the time of this recording. Like, I legit looked before I packed everything up and got in my car. There's no score yet. I mean, there are some reviews up, but there's no definitive score yet. And right now, based on what I saw, and if my math is correct, you're looking at about a 66%, which, that's still passing, I guess. Honestly, I think the reason why people may not like this movie is largely because of the crass humor. And, don't get me wrong, the idea of dogs talking very profuse language is funny, but again, it's not really appealing for some people. Gotta look both ways across the street. There we go. Okay. So, if you haven't seen the trailer for this movie, it's about a dog named Reggie, voiced by Will Ferrell, who lives with an owner named Doug, played by Will Forte. And Doug is... There is no easy way to put this. He is a gigantic piece of shit. He is. He's like the worst dog owner ever. In fact, it's revealed that, Doug had a girlfriend that he was living with, and the girlfriend is who picked out Reggie. But Reggie was the one who very funnily revealed that Doug was cheating on his girlfriend. So, girlfriend moves out. She wants to take the dog. But then Doug is like, no, I know you like him, so you can't have him. So, basically, you have a guy who never really liked Reggie to begin with, keeping a dog he has no business even keeping. And he treats Reggie like absolute garbage. And they really hammer in how much of a loser Doug is. I mean, he lives in, a crappy apartment. His mom has to be the one to pay the rent for him. He has no job. What else? All he really does is... he smokes... Oh. I know it's a lot more accepted now, but, if you're a loser, you gotta be smoking weed all day, which he does, and do a certain activity. I'm not going to say what it is out loud on camera, but it involves using a certain appendage of yours, specifically the one that Reggie decides he wants to bite off. Yeah. This movie really is adorable. I mean, don't get me wrong. there is some dark humor to this. There are some lessons that are learned. But at the end of the day, if you are a dog lover, this is a great movie to watch. It is. And the cast, I mean, Will Forte does a great job of, like, playing the villain in this movie. He really does. Like, you really do want to see what happens to him in the end when it's over. And that's actually the kind of satisfying thing you want to see. Like, basically, he is the kind of villain that you love to hate. And it's great. Will Forte never gets enough love. I like Will Forte. But let's get to the cast. I mean, let's be real here. I'll get to Will Ferrell and Jamie Foxx in a minute. But Isla Fisher and Randall Park as Maggie and Hunter, respectively. Maggie was that really, like, pretty-looking dog. And Hunter is the one with the cone of shame on his head. Oh, thank you, Up, for giving us the cone of shame. Anyway, they're great. They have a will they, won't they sort of thing. And, you know, it's really great. Seriously, I haven't heard Isla Fisher in anything in years. Like, Confessions of a Shopaholic, maybe? That might be the last time I think I've ever seen or heard her being in anything. Actually, no, that's not true. She was in the Now You See Me movies. Never mind. But Randall Park, I like Randall Park. You know, he was in one of my all-time favorite episodes of At Midnight, for sure. He was in The Interview, you know, the movie that Seth Rogen and James Franco made. That was funny. Let's see what else. I switched hands. Hold on a second. You know, they're great. You know, Hunter is basically like a big, muscular, you know, police dog who works in who's a therapy dog for senior citizens. And it's great. Maggie's this cute little dog who's jealous of her owner's little cuter dog, which is funny. But, you know, I gotta get to the two main leads. Jamie Foxx and Will Ferrell have great chemistry together. Like, when it's revealed why Bug, who Jamie Foxx voices, is who the way he is and why he is, like, you really do feel for him. For those of you, well, you know, I don't mind giving away some spoilers here. Basically, Bug actually did have an owner, but what happened was the owner, who was like a little girl, she accidentally stepped on Bug's leg, and, you know, if you do that to a dog, and keep in mind, like, it really is, by all accounts, a misunderstanding. Because, you know, sometimes, you know, you accidentally bump into your animal, or, you know, you step on their tail or something, accidentally, of course. You know, that happens. And sometimes animals, you know, lash out. In this case, Bug bit the owner's leg. But I think it's just because some people can't handle the fact that it's just a simple misunderstanding, that they immediately have to result in the worst case scenario. Because after oh, sorry. I'm at a stop sign right now. They're working on construction where I'm at. They'll give me a minute. Sorry, I forgot where I was. Oh, right, talking about Bug's backstory. Like, you really do feel like, yeah, some people really don't handle the fact well that sometimes it is just a simple misunderstanding. But there are other times where, you know, accidents happen. And unfortunately, Bug's original owner had parents who were the former. You know, they couldn't handle the fact that, you know, Bug had lashed out by biting, you know, Emma, the owner, in the leg. You know, that happens, you know, and it's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. But, you know, by the end of the movie, all things really do come to an end. And the jokes in this movie are, like, even the jokes that you know for a fact are in the trailer, and they show them in the movie, it doesn't really take away from how funny they are. Like, yeah, there's the scene where they eat mushrooms in the forest and they get high off of that. There is a scene where, there was a devil in the sky and they're barking at a mailman on a billboard. And it's hilarious. And it really comes through at the end where, spoiler, Bug does find an owner, even though Reggie decides he wants to be a stray and help out other stray dogs who, may get lost. But, he'll crash at Bug's place every once in a while. And the mailman shows up and they start barking at him. I say bark at him, but what they're really doing is saying profane things to, the mailman, which, dogs hating the mailman has been a thing forever. It's a funny running gag at times, and it's great. I love that joke. I think it's funny. This movie as a whole really is funny. It is. I mean, of course they show the scene where, here's the thing. I can see some people not liking the humor because over the years, when people think of Will Ferrell, they really do think of more of the anti-humor, jokes going on for too long shtick. And I didn't really see that much of it, but the one time I think they may have gone a little too long with one joke is when it's the scene where the eagle takes Bug off the ground. Reggie goes to try and save him, bites Bug on the leg. They're flying around. And what happens to get out of that situation is Reggie's like, okay, I'm going to try and hit this tree, make the eagle let go, and then, just simply land on the tree. They missed the first tree, but it turns out there's a second tree, and Bug and Reggie are just falling forever to get down to the ground. And it really is, I thought the scene was funny, but it's taking them forever to get, because, to be fair, they at least try to get, a really tall tree to make this bit seem believable. And, you just see, Bug and Reggie's ow, 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 and then, Hunter and Maggie are just looking like, man, they're getting the worst case scenario for tree branches. You know what? For a bit that might have gone a little too long, at least they try to justify it with okay, that's how they could possibly get that joke to work. And it was funny. There really are a lot of great jokes. There's a lot of really great cameos. Brett Gelman's in the movie. Yeah, Mike from Inside Job. Oh, man. Brett Gelman's scene is hilarious. I don't want to give away what it is, but trust me, it was really funny. Now I can go. Okay. They're working on some construction, but now it's okay. We are on the move. Yeah. They're trying to guide me where to go here. Okay, looks like we're officially back on the run. And on the run. Okay. So, yeah, this movie really was hilarious. If you are a dog lover, obviously if you're a dog lover, you're going to love this movie. Straight up. There are no two ways around it. This movie was funny, for sure. If you are, it was funny. I was walking around the Arnott Mall, and I ran into this one guy I knew at the mall. And, cause he owns a sports memorabilia shop. And then some customers walking in. I was telling my friend that I was going to go see Strays. And then, this one kid's like, is that movie premiering tonight? Because it was an early access screening. And it's so funny, too. They promoted it as Hump Day. And it was hilarious. I love that sort of thing. And, needless to say, if you're a Will Ferrell fan, because that's what the kid was excited about, because of the fact, it's Will Ferrell, yeah, you're going to like this movie. I think this might be Will Ferrell's best movie, at least for me, since probably the Lego movie. Because, I mean, Will Ferrell was actually really great in that movie. And I really hope that Will Ferrell starts being in movies now where you get humor like this. Because a lot of people really want Will Ferrell to begin that quote-unquote second half of his career. I don't know where Will Ferrell's going to go from here. But here's the thing, Will Ferrell's the kind of actor who I really do want to like, but I really do get why there are so many people who don't like him. Again, because of the whole anti-humor jokes going on too long sort of thing. Like, seriously, guys, yell cut. Turn off the camera. Do something. You know? But they kept that to a minimum, in my opinion, here. So that's okay. I mean, for sure, the character in this movie that stole the show for me was Jamie Foxx as Bug. I love Jamie Foxx, dude. Jamie Foxx is, he's one of my all-time favorite actors. He is. He won me over with Django Unchained, and I've been a fan of his ever since. All in all, and again, Isla Fisher's great, Randall Park is great, Will Forte is great. This is a solid cast. And literally one of the funniest jokes ever for me was, any of you guys ever hear of a movie called A Dog's Purpose? It was basically like a dog that was being narrated by Josh Gad going through his life or whatever, and being reincarnated and stuff. They bring that bit here, getting Josh Gad himself to voice, the narrator dog. I don't want to give away what they do here, but it really works in this movie. It's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, this movie is as funny as it is adorable. And you know what? I don't remember a sign saying that no animals were harmed in the making of this film. I'm sure that was probably a thing. I mean, come on. Of course no animals would ever be harmed in the making of a film like this. Are you kidding me? You imagine how many organizations would have a fit over that? So, yeah, if you liked any of the things I just mentioned, go see Strays. You're going to be in for a good time. I hope y'all liked this video. If you did like it, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I am very humbled I made this video. For all of you guys watching, enjoy today. I'm hopefully have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk or chat, we'll be here to let you know. We'll see you back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.